Hello and welcome, my name is Adrian Pasik, and today we are going to be discussing the equals method, which is used to check if generally two objects are equal. And equals method is written in the object class, so every time you write your own custom object you will have this method, yes. But generally, if you don't know how this is working internally, you may be surprised by the results sometimes, yes. So we will go quickly into the most common pitfalls of using equals. So to do this, I have prepared two projects and linked them together. First one is the simple objects, which have the simple object readout value, yes, which has two properties: the time of event and the event value, and some constructors for the good measure, And the next one is the simple factory, which is just simple factory of object, And this is used to make sure that we have two exactly the same objects, yes, with exactly the same properties, yes, and the values inside. So the first one will create a simple readout value with some date, time, and some float value, and the next one will create the simple dictionary with the int key and the string value, and this method will create a sorted dictionary with int key and the float value. So to begin with, I have linked the test to the simple objects project. If you don't know how to use the test, there is link below in the description of my video, which shows in detail how to link the test in the Visual Studio and how to use the test. So to begin with, I have written three basic test statements. The first one, we are expecting that 1 equals 1, so we are expecting true. The next thing, we're expecting that float value 1.0f equals 1.0f, yes, also we are expecting to be true, And to more complex objects, we are expecting that date time, which will be initialized by the year 2011, the February 12th, will equal the next object with the same year, month, and day values. So if I just run the test right now, you can see that this is passed, yes. So everything is working fine, Then 1 equals 1, 1.0f equals 1.0f, and date time with exactly the same values inside also equals each other, So you may expect that this also happens with your custom object, yes. So let's try this, we will create a first readout value and use the factory to make sure that we have exactly the same objects. And the second one, and we will write the test statement. So we are expecting that the first value will equal the second value, So if you do this first time, you may expect that this is actually the same, So if we run this, you can see that this is actually failing, And that is because we are using the default object equals, So it it is comparing the references, and of course if you're comparing by default, different objects, they have the different hash code, So equals will produce actually false, no matter if the value, if the properties inside are the same, You can see this on the debugger, If I just debug this and go to the watch value, which I prepared before, you can see that, I will just refresh this both. You can see that first object has different hash code than the second object, So this is the reason why default equals produces false instead of true, But you may wonder, I'll just turn this off right now. You may wonder in this case why date time produce true, produce exactly the value we are expecting. And to answer this question, we must go to the declaration of date time. And you can see that we have the bunch of constructors here, And you can see that it has actually two overloads of equals. Yes, so the programmers who developed the time object had actually overload the equals. Yes, and this version of equals actually expecting the parameter of date time. Yes, and that is why this test actually produce true. Yeah, so in order this test to produce true, also we need to overload the equals as well. Yes, so to do this I will go to the readout value and write quickly method which will overload the equals. Yeah, so to parameter I will have another readout value. Yeah, and I will check the two properties. Yes, if they are the same. Yes, so if value event value equals this event value and value time of event equals this time of event, we will return true. Oh, excuse me. And if not, then we will return false. Yeah. So right now, if we rerun the test again, we can see that this is actually passed. Yeah. So this is how the one common caveat of the using equals. Yeah. And another interesting things comes with the collections. Yes, to show you this, I will use two dictionaries. This of course applies to the any collections, yes, but I will use dictionaries. So I will have the first dictionary and use the factory to make exactly the same objects. Dictionary. So I will use a resharper to help me with types. So I am expecting that these two dictionaries should equal each other, which of course we know from this case that it will not happen. Yeah, but we will see. Oh, this is failing. Yes, so of course you can do this trick with if you inherit from this dictionary, you may write equals method. Yes, depending on your need. Yes, but collections has the nice feature like the sequence equal. Yeah, so this method will actually only check the sequence. Yes, if the sequences are the same. Yeah, so if I just run it one more time, you can see that that this is actually passed. Yes, so this if you only want to compare the collections inside this method is really nice. Yeah, so you can generally you can have different approaches. Yes, depending on what you want to accomplish. You can use the sequence equals, you can write your own equals method. Yes, or you can depend on the default implementation. Yeah, so that is the most common caveats that I know for equals, and hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for your time, and till next time.